So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Pass is just off target. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Played into space. Chance for a shot! They've scored! First blood drawn. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Danchuma. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Look at the space here. Almeida! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Pass somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's there to retrieve it. Valencia looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of bowlers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Referee's given a throw. Pepelu. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Goulart producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Good effort from distance. Javiguera. And it's Almeida. Puyol spots it and intercepts.
There will be
Shot could be, and the shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's 2 now. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. That's rather hopeful. That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Courtois. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's decided to go for it. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Christensen with a definite foul there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And it's been taken short. And he whips it in.
Well, that...
Goal! Just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
The goal scorer after 59 minutes is number 16.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Javi Guerra. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Lewandowski. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Goes for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Alvarez.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 11,
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
I think we're just about done here. Out of play for a throw. Christensen.
3 minutes added time.
And the pass is intercepted. Tries to play it through. And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's Pedri. That ball looks a good one. He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Villa. Now it's come to nothing. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bayer gets good distance on it. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Koundé gets it clear. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Neatly clipped into space. Defending of the desperate variety. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely shaped ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Short changes him with that pass. Tries to pass it through. Koundé getting this one clear. Looking for the run. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely, now then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yuri aimed beyond the defence. Pass is just off target. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And now they can clear their lines. He's got away. David Villa. Can he finish? And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incidents and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Barcelona get the ball rolling in the second half. Pass somewhat off target. Now he's got space here. Ball's out once more. Pau Kubasi is there to clear. Oh, good-looking ball. Cleared without hesitation, and he was quick to react. He is David Villa! Puyol clears. And that's definitely not his best. He's shifting through the gears here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Araujo. Oh, easy pickings there. And that is a little undercooked. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he can clear it away. They get a throw in. Tries to play it through. That's really well cleared. Puyol. And they're back on the ball again. Well, that has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. Threads one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Played back in. Azar. Not the most accurate pass.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that was very necessary. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking for options for movement. Brilliantly cut out. Into the last 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, he's been caught napping!
There will be 1 minute added time.
It is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. So our quest to find the winner continues. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, it's a grip. And the shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Creole. It's run loose here. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Araujo. Alexander-Arnold, can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? He's had it taken off him.
2 added minutes has
Creole,
been indicated.
nice looking ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Extra time reaches half-time.
And a quick reminder today.
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Creole. Yuri, that's an imaginative pass.
Substitution in progress.
Kubasi gets it away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a little off target. And he shoots! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Can he get it through? Gavi. Mikel Oyarzabal takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Ferran Torres! Oh, that's ambitious. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Back into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, what a climb! That's going to go a long way. Lewandowski. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Pelé. Now, can they get him all? Lewandowski! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 22 minutes is number 18, Robert Lewandowski.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, looks a smashing big header! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 27 minutes is
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
England grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be up.
And the shot! England trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Played out to the left flank. Beckham. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Baresi wins the duel this time, and it's Azar. Ruben Neves spots it and intercepts.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Played back in. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
And that's the second half started. Pass is just off target. That's a look and place it forward. He's found a way past. That's a cute ball. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Zaire Emery. Ruben Dias. And Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Beckham. Header! Decent enough try. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. That has been slung wide. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's really well manoeuvred. And he's intervened well there. Baresi. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good-looking ball. Cleared away and claimed it back swiftly. Baresi. Oh, important interception. Ball's played through. Wriggles his way through. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined.
Tries a shot! Sticks it away! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Number 7, Pele.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pele with the foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Tries to pass it through. Robertson receives it in a wide position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a pretty loose pass.
England really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
I think we're just about done here.
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Lewandowski voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He has every right to be after leading his team to such a fine performance. It shows exactly what it means to him. His passion is pouring out.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
For me, Peter, Mark Gahey is one of the most technically accomplished centre-backs around. He's also got great recovery speed and athleticism, and a really intelligent reading of the game. There's no doubt in my mind that he's among the very best in the current crop of English defenders. He has been excellent.
He's going for goal! It's hit the crossbar! That's a half-decent try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
McAllister. Raul. Tries to pass it through. And this is Lewandowski. Hazard. It's Hazard! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk with the clearance.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that it, Lewandowski! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This is their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ricci. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. It's Pele! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. McAllister, gently done. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard. Now it's come to nothing. Ricci.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now Kant takes a shot! Goal! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
Number 23.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Pele! Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Cleared without complication. And now they can spring out of defence. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Camavinga to McAllister. Van Dijk. Schlotterbeck. And Gehi.
Will be 3 minutes added time.
McAllister. And Rafinha. He's got away. Raul. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
It's Pele! And he thumps it clear. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, this is a grip. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Hazard. And that's an errant pass.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Van Dijk. And it's McAllister. Picked out brilliant, and he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
And that is not the first time, Peter, the keeper has been left exposed by this defence. It needs a quick fix. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That looks a cracking ball.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Camavinga. And it's McAllister. Rafinha. Raul. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Zaire Emery. Now it's Pelé. Good ball, good take. Rafinha looking understandably energised after his goal. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And he's going to have his name taken. Messi. Schlotterbeck. Pass somewhat off target. Rafinha. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gehi makes the interception. Spread out to the left. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about.
Decent chance! That's a sharp pass. That's a good ball. And a chance! Sticks it away! With so little time left, grandstand finish! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straight forward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We have got ourselves a game here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Rafinha. Coming on the field is number 13.
There will
Van
be
Dijk.
5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Can he get on the end of this? Has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's had it taken off him. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to take something from this. I think the coach will have seen...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. The very versatile Shinji. And the volley! Van Dijk. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And claimed it back swiftly. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Eze. Camavinga. Now it's Raul. Now it's Raul. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. No, it's come to nothing. Van Dijk. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, can they get him away? No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hakimi. And that'll be a goal kick. Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Drogba! That comes as a mighty relief. Tomori. Fernandez. Kagawa, looking to play him in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Messi running with the ball. Now it's Raul. He's had it taken off him. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. He's in plenty of space. Drogba! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Shot. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
It's their second corner of the game. That's the keeper's ball. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Puyol. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello everybody, and
So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Camavinga. Messi. Nicely weighted ball, and he was alert to it. Camavinga. Now who's going to be first to this? Kagawa. He's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper. Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Conte. Over to the left. Played back in. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! The breakthrough strike! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of
Drogba! And that is wildly off target.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Camavinga. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Great, and a chance! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Goal!
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's found a way through. Chance to deliver. And that is out of play.
Substitution in progress.
Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Looking for options for movement. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. They get a throw in. Beckham. Hazard could try cutting inside here. Tele. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Eze. And it's Azar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mbappe takes a shot!
Has been indicated.
And that is doing no harm. Camavinga. Throw in.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Hazard. Number 3, Hakimi. Coming on the field, number 22, Rafinha. Number 15, Alexander-Arnold. Substitution.
And that's definitely not his best. Fernandes. And there goes the final whistle. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
And we come to you now with a quick.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to do.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Mbappe! That carried quite a threat. Tries to pass it through. It's Kagawa! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
The very versatile Shinji Kagawa, possibly, Jim, one of Japan's finest footballing exports.
Yeah, absolutely. The sort of player, Peter, you'll need if you're looking to play a stylish possession-based game. I expect that regardless of his initial position, he'll end up playing like a number 10 or an auxiliary striker.
So rapid of thought and of deed. I wonder what he has. Drogba! Just a fraction high.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Gehi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Drogba. Kagawa. Oh, this is a... It's Drogba! They've scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
After 15 minutes is number 21, Didier Drogba.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gehi gets over and intercepts. Puyol. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Vardiol. Zaire Emery. Drogba. Pass is just off target. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Baresi simply refused to be outdone there. Alexander-Arnold. Kagawa, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And we have our very first corner. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
The goal scorer after 34 minutes is number 26, Shinji Kagawa.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Rafinha stood up well to him there. Kagawa. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Granit Xhaka. Rafinha. Now it's Mbappe. Martinelli. Knocks it into space. Kagawa! Off the post!
2 minutes has been indicated.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
And we hit half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Children's announcement.
It has
Please
been a
keep your eye
remarkable
on your children
contest,
during the match at
decorated
all
by
times.
goals, and two between them at half-time. There's the start of the second half. And it's Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. (3-0), and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, that pass isn't the best. Van Dijk. And Gehi. And it's Xhaka. Rice. And here's Mbappe. Kante defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Drogba.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Bullish header! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've done it! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys. Almost an hour gone. Martinelli. Martinelli will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Beckham for Kagawa. He's in space and looking for options. He's got... It's Asa! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Vardiol. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Brilliantly cut out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Azar. And a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Rafinha. And he's had it nicked away. Saka. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rafinha.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Rice. Martinelli. Pinches it off him. Martinelli.
There will be 3 minutes.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Van Dijk. And Vardiol. And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
And a quick announcement today.
Drogba gleefully reminding us of what a superb day he's had at the office. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, I have a feeling that Shinji Kagawa will be key today, Peter.
He should feel good about himself as well. Fabulous applause as he came out of the tunnel. Mind you, great expectations as well.
Well, he's very good both on and off the ball, so he'll be constantly looking for space in and around the area to find a telling pass or two, or making those intelligent runs to get on the end of things.
And he's proved over the course of his career he can do all of those things and a whole lot more. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Now it's Valverde. Flings, he rises! That's going to go a long way.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Over to the left. Bellingham. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mbappe. Some good work on the right flank here. Beckham. No way he was going to be out-muscled. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saka. And it's Azar. He is through here. Rudiger cuts it out. Madrid looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Drogba. And it's Drogba. Can he finish? And he's done it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's fabulous. Baresi with a fine tackle. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Goulet. And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Contact. And he shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Alexander-Arnold. That's the throw. Alexander-Arnold. Out again for a throw-in. Hernandez. Rudiger. Hernandez. And Guardiol. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Zaire Emery did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Crunching tackle. It's gone out for a throw-in. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Referee has just said play on.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And we have our very first corner. Hernandez gets it away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Well, there's the clearance. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Guardiol. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Played into space out wide.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Didier Drogba. Coming on the field is number 7.
Rudiger gets over and intercepts. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played out wide.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Valverde. Oh, there's a probing ball. Into the last 5 minutes. Face, it's Pele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 26.
So, third corner of the game.
Number 20, Hazard. Coming on the field, number 10, Mbappe. Number 13, Robertson. Substitution in progress.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Rudiger.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Wriggles his way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance, surely! And the ball's come loose here. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
And there they are. Please welcome our players,
Well,
everyone.
the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. No luck with that dink over the top. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Zaire Emery. Hazard. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than...
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Robert Lewandowski.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Hazard. That's an imaginative pass. Can he finish? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Hazard. Good. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi.
Such good technique.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now there, and he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Half-time getting close now. And now they can spring out of defence. It's played through for him. It's Lewandowski! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski.
A case now of complete control. Alexander-Arnold.
3 minutes added time.
And here's Messi. And it's Drogba. Conte. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Alexander-Arnold. And Azar. Nicely shaped ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rudiger cuts it out. Camavinga.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That is ended up in no man's land. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cruyff, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Drogba! Alexander-Arnold could try cutting inside here. He can get that clear. Looking for the run. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Cruyff. They get a throw in. And that's another throw. Kamavinga, that's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it? Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And he's going direct.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now it's Lewandowski. And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, nice interception. Kamavinga. Pressing high and with purpose. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. So it looks now very much a done deal, just waiting to seal it.
Well, it's pretty clear which team is on the way up. What a performance when we've seen so many teams just crumble in similar situations.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Hazard. Coming on the field is number
Kimmich.
26, Kagawa.
Now Mbappe.
Substitution
He's
in
picked
progress.
his way
There
through.
will be 5 minutes added time.
Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? Lewandowski is wide and looking to get onto this. Kimmich. And the referee brings it to a close. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams have in the past got it so wrong on the day and took a long time to recover, or worse? I just think we should offer our congratulations.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise,
Hello,
new
everybody,
legends will be
and
written.
welcome to
It is
today's
time
match.
to turn the page.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Chance! Sticks it away! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Pinches it off him. Looking for a runner. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Stojkovic. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Beckham. Great vision. Oh, Lewandowski! He scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Number 18, Robert Lewandowski.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Azar is wide and looking to get onto this.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Bernardo Silva, he has found the way through. That is good strength. Now the cross. He saw the tape. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
The goal scorer after 26 minutes is number 11, Eden Hazard. Eden
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback. And this...
Can he finish? Sticks it away! Into the lead once more. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 18.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, that's a key interception. Baresi. And Zaire Emery. Saka. And it's Zaire Emery. Hazard. And here's Lewandowski. Alexander-Arnold. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Lewandowski. Beckham. Lewandowski. Alexander-Arnold. Ball played for Rijkaard. Shifted upfield. And it's Beckham. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Shapes
There
the...
will be 3 minutes added
It's bounced
time.
back off the post. Drogba! In he goes again! He has done it! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And we hit half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Tries to play it through, and this is Lewandowski, and he's been shifted off it. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good... It's Drogba! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Rijkaard. Stojkovic. Bernardo Silva. Lewandowski. Beckham. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Beckham has created one goal already. Lovely pass, but can he... He's had a shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So now the difference is 3. Zaire Emery defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Saliba. Van Dijk. It's Roberto Carlos. That's a throw. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Zaire Emery.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lewandowski looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Stojkovic powering forward here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the movement is thick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Caught offside that time.
Substitution in progress.
Roberto Carlos. No way through. Well, that has not gone well. It's a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
Zaire Emery. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Hazard. Now it's Haaland. Pele receives it in a good position here, and he's managed... There's the shot! Hazard has found the net here, of course. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot, surely! He's scored! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
On the field, number 18, Stojkovic. Number 17, Pogba. Coming on the field, number 10,
Saliba.
Messi. Number
And
8,
here's Camavinga.
Eduardo Camavinga.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up
you.